Hey everyone, and welcome to After Hours.
Hey, how's everyone doing today?
Everyone's good, I hope.
I hope so.
I think
we're good. You
we're good. Life is good.
Life is good.
Life is good.
Yep. Nice weather outside. Beats last night. That was lots of storms.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
It was kind of crazy.
Stuff was flying all over the backyard.
Was it?
I was running around.
Catching stuff?
Yeah, because I forgot to pull it all in. I was running all over the place catching stuff.
But yeah, but beautiful night tonight. So thankful for that.
Yes.
There we go. Anyway, we're so excited that you guys are here watching us tonight. We're excited to do part 2 of the Fancy This book.
Boop, 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 boop.
So if you got the book, you can follow along with us. If not, you can still get it later down the road or just watch the videos too.
Definitely. And if you are looking for the book as of right now, it is currently at the bottom left of your screen, right down there. So you can click on that and it'll take you straight to our website so you can purchase it.
There you go. Yeah, we do ship them or you do digital download, whatever's
Correct.
easier for you.
That's right.
This week, it's been kind of crazy already.
Uh-huh.
What?
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just talking.
You're not following the script,
I know. I
ma'am.
well,
You have a script. You wrote this out.
No
one wrote this for you. I didn't write this.
I know. The arrow confused me, though. I made my own arrow and I'm confused. This is what happens.
Ma'am, this is only week 2 of Back to After Hours. They're supposed to think we are professionals.
When you work all day, you just kind of get tired sometimes. The Diet Coke didn't help tonight for some reason.
While you're composing yourself, before we get started, please make sure you are subscribed to our channel. It is free. It doesn't cost you a single thing. It's right down at that bottom right-hand corner. But that is the best way to support our channel. So subscribe to that and give our videos a big thumbs up. And share them with your friends.
Yes.
Get more people on the After Hours squad train.
Yes. Do we have the sound on? Somebody said they can't hear us. We tested it.
Yeah, I've got sound.
Okay. Let us know if you guys can hear us, if anybody else can hear us. And maybe I'm not talking loud enough. That does happen sometimes.
Try that.
So maybe that will help.
This should help. I know.
I will talk louder.
No, I think it was a setting.
Oh,
The
gotcha.
intro turned it off. It went back to 0.
Oh, then they missed all the fun talk.
They saw the facial expressions. I think they could fill in the blanks. They understand us by now. They know we're not professionals.
Well, good. So you got to miss all that. But we wanted to welcome them. You're going to just subscribe to the channel.
Right down at the bottom right
corner.
corner.
We skipped everything.
We're just bad.
Oh my goodness, yes. So anyway, the books, let's go ahead and start from scratch really fast. We'll make it fast. Back up.
We're going to be taking a look at the Fancy This book, part 2 tonight. It can be found on our website, www.longarmsupplies.net. If you have not before, please subscribe to our channel. It's right down there at the bottom right-hand corner. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe. We love it for you. It's the best way to support our channel, and go.
That was fast forward version because we didn't realize the funny version got cut out. Sorry about that. So we decided with our lives that we are going to do tip of the week. I think it's always good to have a tip, reminder, things like that, right?
Uh-huh.
No matter what it is. Last week we talked about pantographs.
Yes.
And then this week we're going to talk about...
Okay.
I
was like, well, we should probably just check our own sound, actually.
Yeah.
We can do that. Okay. Last week we talked about pantographs.
And
Tonight
we're going to talk about needles. Just a really quick tip on needles. So, Corey, tell us about the needles.
Wow. Okay. So on our website, we carry needles for a wide variety of long arm machines. We can't get all of them, but we have a wide variety. We also have a new feature on our website. If you are under the needles tab looking at all of the 30 different needles that we carry, there is a filter option where you can choose which machine you have that we carry the needles for, and it will filter to just those needles so you're not overwhelmed with all of the different options and all the different vocabulary that goes along with it.
Yeah, because we did separate them out because we are now carrying the regular 134s to help everybody out. So the biggest thing is with the ones that we carry is you want to make sure, do you use 134, which is what Corey's showing? Always look at your package that you have. Or do you use 134 MR? The biggest thing is that MR. So always look on them before you purchase your, I can't even talk tonight. Before you purchase your needles, double check that it's just regular with nothing at the end of 34 or if there's an MR. So that way when you add them to your cart, you get the correct needles. So that's my tip because there's so many 134s out there. So especially on our site, they all say 134. They're just different sizes, 16, 18, 4.0. You'll see all kinds of stuff. That will feel overwhelming. So use that filter box on the side, pick your machine, keep it easy for yourself.
And if you accidentally open one and you're like, oh no, I got to go back, just scroll down the descriptions at the bottom and it also lists all the machines that one works on.
Exactly.
So you have multiple different ways to catch yourself to make sure that you are getting the needles that you need for your machine.
Yeah, because we want you to have the right needle when it comes in the mail.
Yeah, it's the last thing you want is to put that in and it doesn't
the wrong
work.
needle size.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that was our tip of the week. Always double check that. All right, are you ready to start showing? Oh, that's right, the panels. We got really, while we're waiting, we got really fun panels. Follow my list. I know.
She wrote this.
I know. I write
Why are you
one every
nervous?
week. I'm not nervous. I'm just tired.
Just tired today.
Just kidding.
So this is one of the new panels that just came in. This is Tides of Water.
Ocean Tides of Color.
Ocean Tides of Color. I was close.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Look, there's Dory and Nemo and
it's very vibrant.
Yes.
The colors are very vibrant.
Kronk.
So we're also going to show you kind of new things that we got in for the week. We just got a couple new panels. We won't go through all the wide backs we got in. They're all on our website, but these two fun panels we thought we'd show real quick before Corey gets started.
And this one is Brookside Lodge.
Look at that.
This one's gorgeous.
Well, there's so much color going on here.
Very vibrant.
All the beautiful animals and it's very detailed. So if you like animals and nature and detail, this is the perfect one.
That's the way to do it.
Yep. All right.
All right, well, kick back, grab your drink, put on your jammies.
Yes. Yeah, you got your fun Nickelodeon jammies on tonight.
I do.
So, and then let's go over there and do some fancy
Let's
this.
get to quilting. All right. So last week we ended off on the center circle wreath section right here where we did all this fun stuff. Well, tonight we are going to work on the background of that center circle. We're also going to look at this very narrow sashing that I didn't measure properly. Go me for that. And we're going to break some of these into cornerstones. And then we have a little bit of a surprise thing as we roll back up to the top. We're going to look at one other thing that you can use by printing off an image. So first thing I want to do is I want to break these into cornerstones. And then I want to break the sashing pieces in half. So that's going to give you or your customer or just your kind of visual, give you 8 different things that you can do in a tiny sashing or in a larger sashing. You can always expand these sizes however you want. So I am going to come in with just a regular 4x8 ruler and we're going to follow the sashing down one way and we're just going to draw a line. I have to go on the other side right here. We're just going to go down this way, and then we'll turn our ruler and then go this way. Just breaking that into a cornerstone. I always get questions when you're doing borders or sashings that meet is how do I work around this corner if I don't have a proper corner pattern? I don't know exactly what to do. Break it into a cornerstone, finish off your pattern here, and just add something here to accentuate that section and just kind of make it work for you instead of figuring out which way to go with it. So just break all of your little sashings into cornerstones, and you don't have to use a ruler if you don't want to, just like that. And then we will bust these in half. So the way mine is measured out is from point to point here, it's about 12 inches. So I'm gonna come in with my other ruler and give myself about a 6-inch mark. You could totally guess this too. It does not have to be perfect. But about a 6-inch mark there. I'll just guess it here. About there, and about there. That works. And now we get to come in and start working on the quilting process. So we're going to draw out, like I said, 8 different designs in here and then work with cornerstones. So the first one that I want to work with in this section, so this will be section 1, is just a simple ribbon candy. It's a really easy thing, especially when you're first getting your machine or if you've had it for a long time, just to fill in a simple section. So ribbon candy is just going to have you go back and forth. Get a little bit of a thicker point there. There we go. Just like this, kind of looking like a mitochondria. Is that right, Mom?
Mitochondria?
Yes, that's in the cell. We learned that in biology.
It's been a long time since I've been in school.
Come on now, madam, keep up. Yeah, it looks like a mitochondria. So we're gonna do that with ribbon candy. The next thing we're gonna do is kind of this backwards C that comes into
made a lot
us.
of science teachers happy.
Look at me winning. We're going to start with this thing that comes into like a regular C and then spirals into the center and out to a backward C, kind of like an echo spiral almost.
Okay.
So what this one's going to do is you're going to start with these long C's until you get about halfway through and then come in with a spiral out, and then you're going to do backward C's.
Oh, okay. That way it's a continuous stitch.
Exactly.
I love that ultimate pencil, that marking pencil. It makes the thing so much easier.
It does. It's cool. Okay. We're going to skip over the cornerstone for now because we're going to break that into a separate piece. Right now we're working on sashing. But if you were doing this as a full thing, I would go ahead and stitch this to continue stitching to keep going instead of coming back. But we're going to come back to those. The next thing that we're going to add into this one is E's and L's. So these are basically loops that are small and then large. So we have a tiny little E and then a big L. E, L, E, and L. Adds a little bit of interest to the sashing. Doesn't take much away, and this is a great one if it's a very small sashing like this because you're not having to add a ton of quilting in. And an L, just like that. The next one that we're going to throw in here, which one do I want to do next? Let's do heart swirl. Not heart swirl, heart hook. So what we're going to do is you are going to swing with a hook, point it, curve, and come back. Swing the opposite direction, point it, curve, and come back. Kind of looks like a heart coming together. You'll travel down the ditch a little bit, and then do it again. Hook and back. Travel down the ditch, hook, and hook. And we should be able to fit one more. Hook, and hook. Just like that. So let's start with these four, and then we'll move up to the upper sections.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
All right. Will you do the honors?
Of stitching?
No, the lights.
Oh, I was like, you did such a good job drawing, though. I mean, I could probably follow the lines.
Oh, we love her. Okay, so we're going to work in these sections. And I'm going to start right here.
We
Pull
got
up
the
my thread.
neon yellow tonight.
We do. That we do. I have to tie my thread. I know they can't see the camera.
I was excited. Can't see nothing.
I know they can't. Hold on. It's going to be all right. Okay, so we're going to first start off with ribbon candy. I'm going to give myself a point to see for me under the black light. I know y'all can see the drawing, but it's harder for me to see, so I'm going to give myself with my little glow pencil to see exactly where I need to stop and start. Uh-oh. That's really dark, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty dark.
Hold on, let's fix that. Okay. All right, in a minute it should pop back up properly.
Oh, okay.
All right, sorry about that. Okay, so we'll first start off with our ribbon candy.
There we go.
We
Now
good?
we got color.
Okay. Just like that. So that's the first one that we have in this section. Now, one thing that I forgot to mention was because this is a smaller sashing, I did up the stitches per inch. When we were over here, I was at 12 stitches per inch last week, but here we're going to be working at 14 stitches per inch because this is a tighter section.
Good tip.
Now let's go into our C's. So you get to about the center and come in with a spiral, spiral out, and then your backward C's. Just like that. Do I need to move this?
Yeah, probably.
that better? Yeah, I can quilt one-handed.
All right.
The camera angles. The camera angle's fun with me tonight.
Yep.
All right, so now we're going to move into E's and L's. So remember, that's just a small little loop and then a big loop. Just like that. And then the last one in this section is going to be those hook hearts. So you're going to travel down the ditch a little bit to get to the center of where you want to place that heart, and you can use a ruler for that to get there quickly. And then you can come in with your hook, back out, hook, back out, travel with your ruler until about your next center, which is there, and then hook again. Travel, and hook. And then we've got room for one more, so travel, and hook. Just like that. So I'm going to pull up my thread real quick and we can take a look at the different options that gave you. So that was 4 so far, and that was in a matter of minutes. So you can imagine how quickly you can put down a bunch of different sashings. Very, very fast and efficiently. Hello, whoa, that was bright. I wasn't expecting the lights.
Giving you some light on the subject.
Giving me some light on the subject. All right, so those different little pieces right there that can fit within that tiny little sashing as you're working it around. Oh, it's not bad with the lights. We might just keep the lights on.
Yeah.
I like it. Not bad with the lights.
Yeah, especially the neon, the yellow works.
Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, so those are our 4 different ones right here. I'm going to roll the quilt towards me a little bit, and we'll do our other 4 real quick.
Okay.
And while I'm doing that, do you have anything?
No questions. Everybody just seems to be watching. You guys, if you have any questions, definitely put it into the feed. Corey's going with the bright neon colors, I think, for the month of October.
Wasn't what I was planning, but yeah, that's a good one. I like your thought process. Okay, so next one we are going to do in our sashing lineup is going to be this one right here. And let's go in with some little cute loop-de-loops.
Some loop-de-doops.
Loop-de-doops. So with this one, what you're going to do is you're going to come in with a loop and then back. Back and forth. Just.
So while he's drawing, how many of you guys watched last week and watched our chair race? We watched that over and over and just laughed and laughed and laughed.
I couldn't stop watching it. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. I thought it was funny at least. Now that we've done that, let's go in with a little bit of like a crescent wave.
Okay.
Kind of. Don't you have a pantograph called that? Crescent waves?
I do.
So you can drop down on that, and then you're going to come in with a big curve, and then curve. You're traveling, hooking, traveling, and then coming in with the hook.
So Barb, you had a really good question, and she's asking if the live videos are on the website. Actually, after they record, they're all stored on YouTube, so you can watch as many times or whenever you want.
Exactly. It's a fun jazz about it. It's a fun, cool thing. Okay, so we've got the little loop-dees, we've got the crescent wave. Here, let's come in with just a simple set of arcs, okay, or just a set of a clamshell. Let's go with that. Go with the clamshell.
We went from an arc to a clamshell.
An arc to a clamshell, which, I mean, they're kind of more or less the same. Yeah. So this is just a big back and forth here. This is just an easy way to fill in a sashing.
Yeah, simple.
Very simple. Fills it in. If you have a little tiny arch, you can work with that as well to do that. But that's a very fast one to fill in a small section. It doesn't do a lot of quilting. The biggest thing about doing open, not so tight quilting in a very small section if you're doing tight quilting all around it, is it will take away from what else is going around, so very tight quilting. So do something more open like that clamshell.
Yep.
And then last but not least, I'm going to use my arch guide, and these are going to be half arcs, or half clamshells, I guess. And these will just kind of arch back and forth. And this is whatever angle you want to put it at. You can make it a really tight one, almost like T-piece. This is also a good way to do, ooh, I like that better. No, scratch that, we're not doing that. I like this better. We're gonna do a little bit of like a diamond crosshatching here. So this is just back and forth on this. And the cool thing about this ruler is it has 45-degree marking lines. So you can line up that 45 with your seam line, mark, and then turn it to the other 45 and mark, and you're gonna get that perfect
That's true.
line all the way.
The 4x8 ruler that we
4x8,
carry.
my favorite. Okay, I'm gonna start over here.
I was thinking I want to try. Can I try?
Sure.
Let me try.
Which one are you trying?
Let's see. I'll let you do this one, and then I'll do that and that.
Okay.
That way I don't mess it up too bad for you.
Okay.
It's looking good.
All right, so we're gonna start about midway. Couple of single stitches here, of course, to tie off.
See, I get you to do all the work for me, and then I can just roll on in.
Ah, that's why you do it.
Plus, I don't think I'd be good one-handed on those.
I bet you would. You're good at everything.
Aw, how sweet.
There you go.
All right, do you think I can do it one-handed, though?
I don't see why you couldn't.
Should reach my arm up. Shh. I have to pull it back down.
Okay.
Is it in the way too much?
Kinda. Well, if you're gonna stand right there, it might not be.
Okay, I'll just start that way. You just go there in the ditch, right?
Yep.
Kind of.
Perfect.
There we go.
Looks good.
Just put my little touch of fame on there.
Your touch of fame. All right.
It's a joke.
I think it's cute. Hey, if you don't feel yourself, who else will? There you go. Okay. You see everything good? From there? Okay,
Yep.
all right. Okay, so like I said, we planned on doing something a little different, but you know me, I just go with the flow. We're changing it up. So we're gonna do these 45-degree lines to kind of simulate a crosshatch. So again, we have those 45-degree markings on this 4x8, so you'll line up one of those lines all the way down your sashing. Do needle down on this one so your needle actually stops in the down position where you need it. And then travel up. When you get to that end, stop. Needle stopped in the down position. You'll turn that ruler all the way to get the 45 going the opposite direction. Hold that and drop.
That's cool.
Turn it back, 45 down that way. And back and forth, back and forth, back and forth as you go. So we'll line that up and go. I have grip dots on this 4x8 ruler as well, and they help keep this in place. Now here's the catch. If this next 45 will line up where I need it to, because I just kind of went with it. Hot dog.
Hot
It doesn't get
diggity
better
dog.
than that. All right, so we're gonna go the opposite way with it too.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So we'll travel up and then line up the 45. Like that, and go with it. There. Turn it and line it up. Turn it, line it up. So what you're going to tell, everyone's going to tell that to themselves when they're doing this. Turn it, line it up.
Any questions so far, you guys? It definitely helps make it a lot straighter and without all the work. Like, you could try to draw that out, but having the ruler makes it stay straight.
Yeah, you could, yeah. And then sometimes with your marking tools, you can't see perfectly on your fabric, you know what I mean?
Super cute.
Yeah. I shifted over. You could tell I moved it. I started changing this. Yeah, who cares? It's fun. That's the fun part about quilting. No one can really tell me what to do or tell you what to do. It's fun. Just have at it.
Yep.
Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do, since I have, do I have a majority of these? Should we do cornerstones next or should we do these next?
Let's just jump in and do those really quick.
These? All right, we'll do those then. All right, let me pull up my thread real quick. And we'll look at cornerstones after that.
Barb said rulers scare her. Don't be scared of
don't be scared of rulers, Barb. These are fun. These are great. Just have a ruler foot on, a ruler base on, and the biggest thing is the hold of the ruler. So have your thumb on one end and your pinky on the other, and then the other 3 fingers lay right on top. You're using your thumb and your pinky as your main hold. The other 3 just kind of help maneuver it.
Yep.
And then you're just going to apply pressure with the machine towards the ruler. Now don't pull it towards you. You just want to get the machine foot right on there and then just use that and glide it right next to it. Don't be afraid of rulers. They are so much fun. The biggest thing is the hold. That's what scares people all the time is the hold.
Yeah, the hold.
Thumb
and
and pinky.
making sure you have the right hopping foot and all that on too. The ruler foot, sorry.
Yeah, well, hopping foot, ruler foot. Yeah,
same thing.
But yeah, and then a ruler base. That makes a huge difference. You don't have a ruler base.
That makes it really hard.
Might not be fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. What's next?
So we are gonna work. Let's work up here on this one.
Okay.
So with triangles or even curved triangles, a really fun pattern to work on is called inside out. This is one that Linda developed that I really, really like. Okay. So we can start out here in the corner, and what you do is you'll come in with that hook shape, and then you just kind of start ribbon candying out. But the best part about that is it fills up so much space, especially in a triangle that's an odd space, just like that. Probably could have made that one a little larger.
Yeah.
But it fills up that space really well for a triangle, an odd-shaped curved, a cornerstone. That's just a really, really fun one to do. So that's the first one we're going to look at. And since this is a little larger, I think I'm going to go back to 12 stitches per inch.
Okay.
And we'll start out here. So I'll start right over here. I'm going to take a single stitch, pull up my thread, use my tie-off feature. Okay, and then again, keep it wide, come in, give yourself a little bit of a hook almost. We've done a lot of hooks tonight. A little bit of a hook, and then kind of ribbon candy your way out of it.
Yep.
So come in with that hook, and then ribbon candy your way out. Just like that. Now you don't have to travel back to your starting point. I just did to help us get to the next one, but you could stop right there when you were done and finish that one off right where you're at. We good? You're quiet over there. Okay.
Oh, super cool. Just watching it.
Okay. Next thing we're gonna do right here, we're gonna emulate this echo swirl, this little tornado thing that we did, and you're just gonna do nice big arcs back and forth to fill up that section. You're using the space for you. So we're going to take this over, and you know what, I might have to roll up just a hair since I got that ruler base on. Just a hair. There we go. That's nice. Make sure we're still in view. Cool. All right. So we're going to travel down here. Cool. And then we're just going to start swinging the machine back and forth. shoop, 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 shoop. Right there. Move that so you can see it. So it goes back and forth. You could do it a little bit tighter. You could do it even more open. You could give it more of an arc to clamp it down. It's completely up to you. That's the fun part about this. We're going to move down to this one, which will require me to do a little bit of a roll.
Rolling. I can't finish that.
Okay.
I was thinking of a song. I'm like, can't do that.
Oh. All right, so we're going to travel down the side here. Let's fix my thread. There we go.
Welcome everyone that is on watching. I haven't done that since the beginning. Thank you for watching us live. We love seeing you on there and joining us when we're here.
We really do appreciate it. It takes a lot to put a live together, so we're very happy that y'all are here.
We are.
All right, and then I'm going to actually kind of arc over to this middle point right here, this midway point, to start our first piece. Oh, if I would have the ruler up next to it, it would probably make it easier. Perfect. All right, where are we at
We're good.
We're good. Perfect. Okay. So with this one, what I'm going to do is we are going to start with a teardrop shape. We're going to do a wide teardrop here, come back, and then kind of echo that inside. And then we will do good old feathering off the side. When you get to one end, you'll travel back, and then you'll do the other one. Fills up a triangle really, really fast, really, really nice. You could also echo it back and forth with a C, with a nice sharp C all the way down, completely up to you. Maybe I'll do that on this side, and then over here we'll do the feather since the C's are already right here. But the first things first that we need to do is come in with that teardrop shape. And then echo it inside and out, just like that. We'll do the feather on this side, and then we'll come back with the C's on this side. So this is just a simple feathering. You can get really tight and small into there, and then you can travel back either with an arc, ruler, or on your own, completely up to you. And then for that one, we're going to do a C. So we'll do those C's on this side. Those pointy C's back and forth. It looks like a spider. Oh, they don't have this many legs now, but it did look like a spider. You can just fill that section up. Just like that. Mom, do you see that? It looks like a spider. Look, that's
Yeah,
the
I saw that.
little
It's cool,
booty,
yeah.
and then those are the... She's over there just sitting on the iPad.
I'm reading all this. They're like, they love the thread you're using. Does it only show up under black light? And it's like, no, we actually have the black light, just a part of it on.
Now that's full light.
Now
so
you
that's
can see what it looks like full light.
That's what it
It's
looks like
cooler
with
under the
full light.
black light, but yeah, it'll show up either way.
Yeah, it's more fun under the black light.
Good
Oh, darn it,
questions. I like
cycled
these
it.
questions. Keep the questions going.
There we go. All right, and then I'm going to roll back one more time. I'm rolling all over the place today. And then we'll do the last little one on that side. Let me pull up the needle real quick.
Okay, because I have a game for you.
You have a game.
I want to do like a little fun game each time. Take a little break in between. This one is not dangerous.
Yeah.
This one is simple. It'll be fast.
Okay.
That way you can laugh at me.
I can laugh at you?
We can laugh at each other.
Oh, we can laugh at each other.
It's good to take a laughing break.
Okay, that sounds like fun. Okay, and then last but not least on this back one, actually I'm going to pull up the thread and come towards y'all so you can see it. So give me just a moment.
Randy, yes, it is glide thread that he's using.
Yes, Citron I think is what this one is. I don't remember exactly.
It's okay.
In this one, what I'm going to do is we're going to create little daisies for this section. So starting here, you're going to come in with a little bit of a loop, and then you build petals off of your loop. You come out of that petal, another circle, you build petals. Another one, circle, little petals. Another one, circle, little petals. And then one more little tiny one, and petals. And then you can travel out. Creates a little tiny flowery effect if you have a floral quilt that you're working on. Super easy pattern to throw in there to fill in some background space even. Just like that. So let's go. Can we see?
Yep. So Quiltsy Linda had a good question. She said, how does it show up on white fabric? And it would just be the color of the thread.
Which one? Is she
The
talking about
fabric.
the she talking about
The thread. How would the thread show up on white fabric with black light? We'll answer all the questions. If you don't have a black light, you're just going to see the color of the thread on white fabric. If you do have a black light, you'll just see it'll be the same thing, just the neon colors.
Oh, I thought she was talking about the pencil.
Oh, if you're talking about the pencil, it won't show up very good.
Yeah, if you're using the ultimate marking pencil, won't be seen really well on white fabric. You would have to get a light gray chalk pencil.
Oh, yeah,
to be
sorry.
seen on the...
You were probably just asking that, and I just gave you all kinds of stuff.
All right, so we're gonna travel, give ourselves a little bit of a circle, and then you just build tiny little petals on that. And then you can come out, circle, and then build petals. Petals, circle, petals. Tiny one. And then just like that. Pull this up so we can see the final little look there. Just like that. So that'll put in something really cute, really easy to throw in. Now, what I should have done there, and I caught myself the second I hit go, but I decided just to keep on going, was I probably should have amped up my stitches per inch right there. Because we were doing very tiny pieces, my petal doesn't really look like a petal anymore. So having a higher stitches per inch would have made that petal much smoother and more definitive on the quilt, as opposed to all the stitching just kind of laying on top of each other. It's not the machine's fault. It's just how stitch regulators read stitches per inch on how far you go for that inch to place what it's going to place. So do you want to do the game now, or are we doing or cornerstones real quick?
No, we're going to do a game.
We're going to do a game. Okay. All right. We're doing a game. What are we doing?
I got it all set up over here, so. Okay.
What is happening?
So I've been watching some of these TikToks on the games to do, like how they take toilet paper and then they see like how, some of them are like,
you roll
how
it.
slow you roll, but then how fast you can do it without breaking the toilet paper.
Yeah.
So let's see who can do it first, and then if it doesn't break, we're going to do heavy water. We'll see who wins.
Shouldn't we have done
Take a
this
break.
opposite? So like we're not right on top of each other? Because all I have to do is push you out of the way.
Well, you have to play fair, though.
Oh, that's not fun.
As I push you out
As you
of the way.
push me out of the way.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, can they see us?
I think so.
They can't see you.
Oh,
Hold on.
my camera
Everyone has to
angles.
see your pretty face.
That's the wrong angle, though.
But you have a pretty face.
That's okay. I'll move it over to some while you're doing that.
Okay.
I thought I had it perfectly set up.
And now that everyone can see your pretty face. Okay, so what are
So
we
this
doing?
is like a fun game we're going to do.
Do you want me to stand here?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, I'll stand
All right,
here.
you ready? We'll see who goes first without breaking it.
Okay.
You gotta go fast,
1,
though.
2, 3. Crap.
I got the thread here first, though.
That didn't pop as much as
I know.
I thought it would have popped.
I did too. So we're going to try the water.
Okay.
Because when you watch it on TikTok, it pops. So they must be using some cheap toilet paper.
Well, probably. Oh no, this is gonna pop.
You think that's gonna pop?
This is gonna pop.
All right, here we go. Just a game you can add.
Add to the family get-togethers.
Add the family get together. You ready?
No. Okay, go.
Go.
No! Mine's torn! Yours tore.
No, I didn't.
Water went everywhere.
No, I still won.
It didn't work. You failed. I win.
Woo, I got this one. All right, thanks for entertaining with us. You got to have a little laughter in between all the fun, right? All the quilting fun. All right, Corey, take it away over there.
That was the game?
That was
I
the
was
game.
expecting to fall out of a chair, run over a display.
No, I had to keep it safe this week.
Had to keep it safe this week.
Don't worry, I'll come up with something for next week.
Great. I'm so excited for that. Okay, so last but not least, we are going to look at our cornerstones of this project. I've got 4 different cornerstones for you that we can do, kind of using some of the design elements that we've already used tonight. So starting here in our corner, I am going to use a smaller pencil so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. I am going to come in with let's do a Greek key over here. So what a Greek key is you're just building a square and echoing in, and then you're going to echo back out of that to fill that little section. Now that's very tight quilting, the way I drew it for a small section like that, so we're going to open it up a little bit. The next one that we're going to have would be down here, but we can't really see that, so now we can. Down here. And this is just going to be a 3 plume feather or 3 different teardrops. You're going to start with the large one first to give yourself spacing, and then you're going to have one here, and then you'll have one here. Very cute, very simple to put in there, and it's a great corner if you're trying to figure out what to throw in that section. The next one we're going to do is over here. Just like that. Now what this one is going to be is we're going to have a little bit of a teardrop plume again, and then this one, just like we've been working on tonight in the little hook hearts that we did in Sashing, you're just going to hook up to it, come back, hook up, and come back, just like that. And then I will draw the last one when we get to that point. Let's see. You know what, I think I can do all this in one little swoop. I just have to move the camera. Cool. All right, so we'll start over here first. I'm going to pull up my bobbin thread. Start in the needle down position, and we're going to start with that plume, for that little teardrop, first in this one, and then we will come up from there. Camera's having a problem. Here we go. Cool. All right, so teardrop, and then come up with a hook, and then a hook. Just like that. It looks like you're like flexing your muscles. You're like, woo. That's what it looks like. All right, we're gonna come down to this one. And I think I'm just gonna travel down this with a ruler. So bear with me real quick so I can get there. I am using an open toe foot tonight just for you to see directly to the needle. However, if you are doing ruler work, I would recommend using a ruler foot that is closed, just because sometimes the hook of the ruler can get in that open toe, pop a needle, mess up your needle bar height. It's a whole thing. Yeah, so a closed ruler foot. I'm just using an open toe so you can see it. And I've been doing ruler work for a while, so I'm okay. So we're going to do that little 3 teardrop piece here. Remember, start with your 1 in your center to give yourself your spacing, and then do your 2 on the outside. So we have that one. Oh, it's cute when it's even crossed over. I like that. Look at that. We crossed them over. That's a cute design.
That's cute.
I didn't plan on doing that, but that's cool. So we crossed over those, just filling in that section. Okay. We're going to move up to do Greek key. So I will travel up to that section, and we'll get camera adjusted. Now, having a very small ruler like this is hard to do the thumb and pinky trick, but still give yourself that way of being able to hold both the front and the back with your thumb and your pinky. I got it. Oh, you got it?
No, it's too tall. I'm going to have to get a step stool. There we go.
I got it. I just had to get it there.
Okay.
Cool, yeah. All right, so for this one, we're going to hit that Greek key. Since this is a very small section, remember, keep it a little bit more open. You can use a ruler for this if you want, or you can just go for it. I'll use a ruler. So we're going to swing out a little bit, and then we'll drop down. And I'm following it with my hopping foot So I ended at my sashing with my hopping foot to give myself my spacing that I want. And then I'm just kind of going with it from there. As we work. And then I'm going to just go with it on the way out. Ooh, maybe I should have used the ruler. So that'll fill up that piece right there. And then we've got one left up top.
Okay.
One little one left up top.
Yep, we'll finish that up top and then see if you have any questions.
Okay.
And then we'll get to show you kind of a sneak peek of what we're going to do next week.
We're already ending?
Yeah.
Why?
Fast.
Man, I had so many more things to show.
I know.
You can go home. No, don't leave me. Don't leave me.
That's what I thought.
Don't leave me. All right, so we'll travel up. I like that 12 by 2 because it's nice and small, but man, this 4 by 8 is my favorite. Just get such a good handle on it. All right. To there, and then we'll travel down to the point. Perfect. Okay, so let's trim all these away, and let's get a good
Overview look.
overview on that. Perfect.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay, the last one that I want to do in here will be inspired by this little section right here. So it's going to give us that plume with one echo, and then we're going to give it some hooks just on the outside, just to show you what that would look like in a cornerstone section. I'm going to amp up my stitches per inch. Instead of doing 12, we're going to go up to 16. First one we did here on this project. So start with your plume, and then your little spikes. Looks like a evil genius, mad scientist. Spikes.
Oh, that's really cute.
Something easy, something fast. Throw it in that cornerstone and call it done. So we'll trim this away, and she's kicking me off the air, folks.
No.
She's kicking me
Awesome.
off the air.
Can we put the light off so they can see the black light look real quick?
Yeah, let me zoom out, and then, okay, go ahead.
Do you have to have the machine over it?
Whoa. Okay, so this is all the fun stuff in green that we looked at tonight. All these different techniques. So, oh, I wasn't done yet.
Oh.
That's okay. All right, they get the picture.
Yeah.
But all those really cool techniques. I added in a few, but a lot of these are found in your Fancy This book. Okay, so as you're looking through, when you're trying to figure out what to do, you've got sashings, you got all sorts of different fun things in here to look at, to fill in, and this is just another great way to build a sampler to have for inspiration for your customers or for even just yourself.
Yeah, and we had a quick question earlier. It said, would you mark the shapes on the fabric before you load the long arm?
Mark what shapes?
Randy, are you talking about the outline like for the sampler, or are you just talking about like drawing things? I don't know which ones.
So either or, honestly. I mark it on the long arm because that's when it finally comes to me.
Yeah.
But some people like to have the quilt top laid out where they can sit down and actually draw on it with that ultimate marking pencil,
Yeah.
sitting down at a table, coming up with different things, building a blueprint.
That's true.
Because that ultimate marking pencil only comes off if you either iron it or wash it.
That's true. So it would stay in place.
It would stay in place, and you could
Yeah.
load it up and then have everything already ready to go,
That's true.
and then call it.
There
She's
you
on top.
go.
Efficient.
Efficient.
I just sit there and look at it and be like, all right, what are we doing? But that's just the way I like to work.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Well, thanks everyone for joining us. Next week on number 3, we are actually going to take, if you have the book, there's like a bird in there. And instead of using the bird, we can use a sampler. So right here where you see the bird, because of Ryan going to pilot school, we're going to use a plane. And we are actually going to stitch over the paper. We're going to tell you a little bit about copyrights and rules and stuff like that. But we're going to stitch over the paper and then echo off of that. So you'll want to be there if you want to learn how to do stuff like that.
It's a really fun one.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do it tonight. I got carried away.
Oh, you got carried. I know.
I
we
got carried away.
It's
fun
all
stuff.
good. That'll be next week.
That's cool stuff. All right, yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight here on After Hours. We will see you next week as we take another look at Fancy This. Bye.
Bye.